Hello, everyone, and welcome to another session of the Soft Skills Training Program brought to you by Happiness Bharat Pragati Path Foundation. I am Susan Anthony, and we will go through the session on importance of feedback. In our last session, we learned why is it important to accept ourselves and hone our skills so that we can become a better version of ourselves. So let's hear today about feedback. The dictionary meaning of the feedback is information about reactions to a product, a person's performance of a task, etc., which is used as a basis of improvement. Now, this is what the dictionary meaning is. And yes, it is used for a basis of improvement. But let's face it, we're human, and human beings find it tough to give and receive feedback. Many of us, let's be real, get defensive when we hear it, and we assume no one wants to hear it from us. So feedback gets chronically buried and put off. Is feedback necessary? Yes. Effective feedback, both positive and developmental, is very helpful. I repeat, developmental feedback, not negative feedback. Feedback is valuable information and it can be used to make important decisions. Top companies, top performing agencies, they ensure that they take feedback from their customers, their clients, their vendors, their suppliers. And why only companies? Even we, in our day-to-day activities and interacting with other humans, we take feedback too. It is important, and that's how we can strengthen our relationships. When feedback is given in an incorrect way, it can create rifts. It causes inconvenience, sometimes fights, controversies. We've seen it in our day-to-day activities and lives, right? So here are 5 reasons as why feedback is important. Firstly, feedback is always there. Whether it is in your office, whether it's performance appraisal, training evaluation, employee surveys, customer feedback forms, it's always there. Whether you're dealing with a shopkeeper, a vendor, you're always taking and receiving feedback. It's impossible not to give feedback. Secondly, feedback is effective listening. The person who's providing feedback needs to know that they have been understood. They need to know that their feedback provides some value. Hence, when we are giving, gaining, receiving feedback, it is important to explain to the respondents as to why feedback is important and how is their feedback going to be used. Can feedback motivate? Yes. One needs to feel valued and appreciated while being given feedback. Feedback from clients, suppliers, our friends, family. We've grown up receiving feedback, and that's what has made us what we are today. Feedback, it pushes us to do better and strive to become a better individual. Now, can feedback improve performance? We often feel that feedback is often mistaken for criticism. It is not criticism. Feedback, if you think is negative criticism, is actually a constructive criticism. The purpose of feedback, we should all know, both the receiver as well as the person who's gaining feedback, that it is given to develop and improve, not to demotivate or let the other person down. Feedback can actually help to formulate better decisions and to improve performance. Feedback is a tool for continued learning, for continuous improvement, and hence it is important. Let me give you 3 tips as to how we can give feedback in the correct way. The first tip, when people start saying that someone is or isn't something, try to observe what that person is or isn't doing. As close to the moment the observation is possible, try to give a behavioral update. For example, somebody you feel is egoistic and is not being able to take new ideas from other people. Find out their body language. Find out what are those body language that is being displayed that can be of value to the person that you're giving feedback. For example, you can say that you keep stopping people from answering, you keep butting in between, you keep saying, interrupting people, or maybe closed or folded arms. These are behaviors which show the other person, when displayed, that it's not being taken in the right spirit. Okay, so that is one way. Give a behavioral aspect, then pointing out to the person. It's never the person, it is the doing of the person, right? The second thing is, while giving critical feedback, always remind the person that you're giving feedback to that you believe in their abilities. Once you remind them about the core purpose and what that person actually is, about how good that person is, they have then gained confidence in you that whatever information you're giving them is going to be honest. And then remind them that this particular task that they're doing may not be up to the mark, and you require them to do a little bit more, keeping all the achievements in mind, so that they can put a lot of thought and action into this task to come up to the mark that they actually are, the par excellence that they are. And the third tip, tell someone when their behavior is creating a difficult reaction for you. Phrase it as, when you do X, I feel Y, and then don't say anything else. Give them a chance to respond. More often than not, you'll find a great dialogue that emerges. Always remember, when you allow people to speak, you're able to understand from them what is going wrong. It's like a blind spot that is created for us. So these are the tips I would like to share. And once again, remember, feedback is given only to improve and not to let the other person down. And the receiver of the feedback should also take feedback with a very open mind, so you can improve yourself day after day and be the best version of yourself. Once again, thank you very much, and we will see you again. Take care.